things off to witness what we're about to see here on Split.
Riot Studios definitely seeing a few El Clasicos in its time, and now another one to grace us here. And like the Death said, Split, very interesting to see here.
Yes.
The last time we saw this matchup, it was Artis on a KO, but it was 13-3 for Loud.
Exactly.
Oh my God, so NRG obviously switching things up. They haven't lost a game since they said we're going back to comfort picks after that Cloud9 loss. 3 straight wins in a row. Can they keep going?
Oh,
Can they
God.
lock themselves a playoff spot here? Gonna be
Man, this is good. Big flash goes in. Victor, in theory, ate that flash and just owned them, but I guess he turned.
Killjoy into this, getting a third one into the map, and NRG comes out strong. Already 2 players only alive for Loud.
Looks like they're expecting this push it down middle. That's an easy one. Nicely done. I like this from NRG. Also, they kind of know what this comp can be weak at, and an Astra over towards B can definitely be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. It's an insanely clean pistol. Insanely clean.
Said, it feels like both of these teams want to send out a message because we're also playing Split. NRG comes out with a different comp as well. They want to mirror against Loud.
We'll count how many times they try and just burst over towards B on the kind of important buy rounds. This is looking like a tech pause. Why are we... Oh, interesting.
Right, they bring out the best in each other. So here to get a mirror comp is even cooler.
Just chilling in spawn for a while.
Bulldogs around, and you got the Hero Vandal on Artis. So they're actually going for a pretty deep buy here. Those frenzies used so well.
Yeah, making sure everyone has a gun for this one. We've got triple rifle. We've got 2 guns that they don't mind losing.
All the way up ramp. See what they can find out about A site, and they can start to work the spike wherever they want. Good heaven control right now for Loud, and I think that's what NRG wants to find. How many members can they get here to push over? And actually, Loud's already rotating away.
Yeah, this is what I like. You're staying very active around the map here for Loud.
What a call.
Cowdzine got spotted
Because
at
they
the
didn't
elbow,
insta hit site,
Meanwhile,
they
Loud
decide to
always
stack
had
B. This is
4-player
interesting.
pressure up towards mid for these fast rotates because you do have the lower weaponry. A full eco coming out on the Brazilian side, and NRG recognizes that. They don't want to walk into any trap plays using that utility to find that information. A second
Flash
player
goes
in
out
their eyes
over
was
towards
found,
B,
right? That
hits
Trailblazer
one as well.
seems less falling back into the vents, but still NRG does not want
With
to
that
engage
information,
into any
Som
of these
picks up
sites.
the spike,
Yeah,
and he's going to go join his teammate. And as we can see, A is clear at the moment. I'm going to just circle this because as soon as this flash goes out over towards here, they'll get info and then they can stack over towards A. But at the moment, looking great for NRG. Called this well. Some did good to get hit by the Sky Flash, and they can just go into this site real clean.
Defense from Loud to fight with. This will be an easy plant.
Likes from NRG. Nice and simple.
Yep. Gamble stack here for Loud going out, and a retake's going to be even harder. Aspas only has a shorter to work with for the retake, but you know, Aspas could definitely
no one
do
going
magical
too
things.
aggro. They just want to make sure that every gun that goes down, they can at least
Try to pepper
defend
down
it.
NRG,
So
who
I like
are
this.
coming out with strong rifles into the round. Artis with a Vandal, couple of Bulldogs, and using those at the long distance range, all the way back from sight. Loud slowly closing in, and even from the looks of it, they really want to try to maintain energy inside the A site. Big flank coming up towards the spawn, and that's going to be Tui's connecting onto Victor. So that's the first weapon down, traded back by Som. And here is that man with the shorty, close range. And a second shot does not connect, gets picked off, and things could be clean enough for NRG as they'll pick up the second round.
Really neat how NRG started to backpedal
Still
out of the
one.
site once they knew that if
Okay,
a
nicely
Roomba
done.
King
Managed to get
Roomba
all
came
3
through
rifles
with
from this. So the
Cowdzine's
2 that
utility
they were
came
fine
through.
losing,
Get a little stressful.
Yeah.
they do lose, and they still have the rifles into this, and then these would just have the pistols that are left over. So nice round from NRG. They have a good bonus for this one, and yeah, we get the full buy for Loud, heavy armor.
But this turnaround for a bonus would be huge. Loud probably going to push up a little bit here towards mid as we see 2 and Vent. They've been playing that from the mailroom side here, and they're actually hovering towards the A side of the map just for this full pressure. 5 for NRG. Still waiting to see if Victor's going to be the blast pack forward or if Artis is really the front of these strategies. And it looks like Artis is getting that first pick with Victor over the shoulder. This is the same as the last strat, just quicker.
As soon as the toxic screen comes down on the attack, NRG moves into the A side battle here towards the back of the map. The
It's a nice overwhelm.
But Sadak's still pushing through inside.
Oh, he did great.
Finesse trying to find a timing, comes across, but
Very nicely done.
There's
It's
only
good
one
news
player
for Loud that they actually managed to be able to hold a straight up sight hit as well, because NRG are just kind of testing them at the moment to see if they can hold these sight hits. So that was a good round from them. Monkey Meatloaf, thank you so much. Munchables, there you are. Munchables, welcome in. Monkey Meatloaf, thank you for the gift.
Towards sight for Loud, and they're able to just block off NRG when they do finally get the hit. So really nicely called on what they've been seeing from NRG to get that bonus round in Loud's favor. And now we have the guns to
Okay, now we really get into this. These two can't buy, everyone over NRG can't buy next round, so
go back to what was the second round play when
oh my
Loud
goodness,
was on their
imagine
low
it.
buy. So
It's a
this
nice
looks
attempt.
like the play that allows Finesse to get the time he needs to organize the strat.
It's been good from NRG. They were just
real
taking
mid-pressure.
heaven control
They would let
within the
Loud
first
take
10
mid. They would
seconds.
let Loud take the garage, right?
Wow.
Oh, crash. He's not letting that happen. So they're actually seeing if Loud will move first.
Move first, they did. One of them got punished right away, and that was Aspas. Meanwhile, though, you've seen the early rounds for NRG, always putting Artist very quickly up the control on the A ramp.
Yeah.
Giving him that responsibility to do that.
Yeah,
battle long range
we get in
into
some
control of
hours,
the heaven.
Munchables, don't you worry.
Watch for the rotates across. That trail
It's
is
been
first
kind of
line to spot
intense
him.
though.
That's gonna make him fall back.
is
while
true.
NRG are still taking time to
Okay,
play
nice
their
reaction
stars,
from
but
Loud
coming
going
down
over
onto
towards
the
middle,
site.
so at least have a fast flank once they
Artist
push into the
dashes in.
site here, but this is
Realist
still
now that
a
they have
very
open
hard
A
round
site.
to retake.
But is the plant gonna be safe?
Poison's off. I've dropped the spike.
Given
It's a
here
bit
the
of
Victor,
a-
so it could actually charge up
bit of a
onto the
nightmare.
showstopper.
4D Crypt, thank you so much. 2 months.
What could now be a new default
2
spot
months.
into the
In
A
the Slow
site.
Club.
Yeah, a little safer when you don't know heaven's clear.
Asking
A lot of
everyone to
utility
smile,
chucked
maybe
into
me
the
to
site,
smile,
and
who
it's
knows?
Not gonna do
Either
much.
way,
It doesn't
thank you
hit
so
the
much, man.
screen.
Appreciate it.
Down.
Even a Nebula was used, so a lot of utility used by Loud just to try to clear in the back of the map. So less to move into the site. As Victor comes into contact, falls back into the site, and this is such a patient game from NRG. The protocols just run that clock down, keep it in their favor, but we are pinching in for Loud.
Look at the two
Double
stacks.
stack up to the elbow.
the
and
double
Finesse
stack
gets the
is
kill
strong
to the
here.
scene, and you can definitely see it here. The clock's
Looking
running
like
down.
they're
We're
gonna
not
save.
rolling
How
for
many
Loud.
do
NRG's gonna get another
NRG
round.
manage to keep out of?
Absolutely. And looking at this, the question is now, Vans.
It's a great round.
What stops Artist dashing into the site? What
Good news
stops
for Loud
Victor from
is
following
there was
after?
2
A
people
little
that
easier
couldn't
that
buy into the
time
next
as
round,
Trashy's opened up on
and they
Aspas, not
survived with
something
2
we see
guns.
very
So
often. It's
perfect
Aspas
amount. They
getting
can
that
still buy
first
into this
kill
round,
the
and it's
majority
not as
of the
impactful
time.
as
But
it could have
this has
been.
been a rinse and repeat here for NRG towards A, and we've seen that as the double duelist comp has come back into the meta a little bit more. Teams are still having trouble wanting, well, not trouble
was a nice
wanting
shot.
to defend the site, but wanting to be in the site when both jump in and defending it after the fact. So NRG is doing a really great job at just kind of sticking their foot in the door before Loud can even get back in. A lot of stars towards mid this time. We may see a little more action there, but the
Again,
3-2,
heavy A
again,
control
this
at the
default
beginning.
play- not default play, but this
Trying to
play
get it
coming
real
out of
fast
NRG.
once again. Flash goes
Round
in,
after
same
round, and
stuff.
they're
They
getting a
don't
little
mind
more
this flash
aggression
going
from
in.
Aspas on ramp this time.
Looking like this is the first time they might get shut down here, though. That flash is incredible. Did they expect the second one? Nicely done from Artist. Where's his teammates? Oh, he's on his own. Wow, I thought at one point his teammate was here. Okay, nice trades either way. Artist did pretty good to nearly survive. His teammate just wasn't here.
Also, what he's calling. Try to rotate players across on the mid control and maybe have a late lurk towards the A ramp.
It was a nice flash,
Still
though.
not biting any type of rotations.
I'm watching Finesse right here. A great guiding light over the top of the coffee house. And Laos is going to make that quick work out of Ben.
Nice satchel. Big Joe. Good trade. Really good trade. That's an open site for them now. Yeah. And then he has his ult as well, so he can get a good plant. He might insta-pop his ult. We'll see. Because they kind of want to buy time for this.
He hears.
Exactly.
He has a nade as well. Damn, that's nice. Doesn't insta-pop his ult as well, and he can just place it off the wall. It's really good. It's a hard round for Loud to win. Especially if FNS is just insanely patient.
I think Finesse is waiting to hear that guiding light.
After he hears it, Kauzin still watching towards the mail. The swing comes out, and Kauzin wins it. Now the nades come up. Position given away by Victor. Showstopper already out.
Oh my
The
goodness.
showstopper rang towards the right side, thinking that he could connect onto that one, but already sticking onto the spike. It's at halfway. It's not really planted for him. He sees it. Now it's
Damn, nicely done from Victor. Huge.
and the Red Bull clutch.
Victor with the 4K ever since he's been
Huge
back on
round
this
from
ramp,
him.
back on the raise, but on the raise, he looks
And that
so
finally does
comfortable.
put
And
them
we can
down
see
to an
there, that
eco.
was some I planted for the paint
4-1.
shells right just to the
Money's
corner.
starting to get
But I
okay.
also like
Another
it
chance to
because,
build it
as
up a
you
little
said,
bit
if
better
it's
on
red,
the
you gotta
attack
go
as well.
for
It's
it.
a great
See
start for
red,
NRG.
shoot them dead. If it's blue, it's not true. They're not defusing. So really well played just on the sight of the spike to know whether he had to push and get that frag right there on Sadak.
They've already got more rounds than last time. Yeah, this comp
To
suits
start
them
off
way
here for
more.
NRG. After losing the bonus, they take it
At Lock-in they
right
had
back to get a round that was
at Lock-in they had
planted
like
and
Artis
won
and
as a
KO or
successful
something,
plan.
right?
And
Was that the
Loud is
is
not
that
having
the
any of
team that
this
I'm thinking
ramp
of?
control anymore. Less
Yeah.
in mid either.
Yeah,
Artis
I
goes
did
down
not like
again
that.
to start the round for
So I
NRG.
like this a lot more. I think this suits them. It's kind of cool comp.
Sheriff kill to start
What's
things
going on
off.
with the armors?
Loud, as you mentioned, River, triple push down towards the A ramp
What do you mean,
just to
Bacan?
try to control Artis first. But Artis did meet his
As in no
demise
one's
on
buying
that
half
mid
armor,
hit.
or it's only like 3
You
teams
also
in
see from
Americas
the
that buy
economy coming out
light
from
armor.
Loud. Couple
NRG
shares
used
coming in,
to NRG
small
used to do
shields
it,
for a
but
couple of players, but Aspa staying with the shorty. They want to bring this operator out within the next round.
So Loud have great information on what's happening here due to Sadok's push, but this is a different one from Finesse and the rest of the team. They're taking a lot of that mid pressure first and trying to show a different look on this eco for Loud. So close, Sadak coming around. NRG had a lot of trouble against Furia
is a
with
good
the
read
eco
from
rounds,
Loud.
losing about 4 or 5,
Good
maybe
stack
throughout
here,
the
Sadak.
series.
It's
Oh,
unreal time push
Sadak
from him.
down, though. That's delays. Pain shells too.
And the oh my god, Victor managed to do it. Keep an eye on the time. They can pivot if they want to. They had to kind of go like right now though. I think they missed their window.
And look at the pacing, look at the rotation.
Wait, I think they missed their window.
Into the A site. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock, and that's Sheriff holding out there. It's Aspas and Kawadzi.
Yeah, this is gonna be a nightmare.
Aspas on the top
Oh,
of heaven, dropping down. Crossfire now set up. Pain shells coming out. 10 seconds left. And
Nice
a
shot.
comes in for
Holy
Aspas
shit.
as Victor was trying to jump in.
enemy remains.
Almost no time left. Crashes has to clutch it now, at least inside the site.
Wow.
Once again.
Some insane shots coming into this one.
As Loud puts up 2.
The Skyle at that time as well. Skyle at like the 30-second mark was incredible. Really good push from Sadak as well. Had just full info on where they were going, and pretty much FNS didn't want to go into the 3-person stack because he knew it was the 3-person stack, so he wanted to go back. But yeah, it definitely got red. The the Skyle kind of messed everything up for them in terms of like the decision making.
That was a hell of a round from Loud. Bring it within 2 here, still in the first half of this one. And right up goes Artis, but he's down to 21 already. He's going to need that heal right away. So Victor becomes
They
the head
force
to the
into
spear
this.
now.
Second hope, Flamestorm
FNS takes the hit.
Redemption to come back and turn around
And this
back
is
in
a
their favor,
far
as we
side
mentioned
hit.
before.
That's a
The
nice
offer
nade
is now
though.
ready for Loud, but it's far away out towards the B site. So NRG is taking the opportunity
Loud.
to get into A.
Finally in the
Crashes
sight.
does get the first kill at the Sadak now towards the back housing.
At the moment, the Sky ults are just looking incredible, by the way. They're using them at great times. Not too much map control, but I'm not massively worried because they have an op, and they kind of know that they're probably going to have an op, so as long as no one takes a foot like out of line, they'll be fine.
And going that quick can easily shut down an operator. Also, not really wanting to retake with this amount of weaponry, it looks like they're going to hold off in the save here, so NRG should grab another round. Just watch for the exits as they hold off, and really the momentum.
I've been enjoying
they
their
were looking
game plan
for
of
to
just
see NRG have
early
the
over
slow
towards
rounds,
A heaven.
but
It's kind of
also be able
sick.
to execute on the fast
Even
rounds.
when
I think
even
we're
when
getting
Loud tried to do
thrown
a
off little
shutdown,
bit.
they even had
Now
like the flash beyond it.
Artis still finds
it's been
himself
pretty good.
going down. Unlucky on that.
Yeah, I knew you lot would pick up on that one.
Trying to take down the operator, but it's not going to happen. You don't want to lose too many weapons here on NRG's side because it was an expensive round that they invested into this one. Thankfully, though, they get the round.
I
off
said it,
nice
and I was like,
execution
I
behind
know
the
what's
Seekers,
coming.
Pushed out by
I don't even
Crashies,
want to look over.
allowing these picks to happen inside the A site.
Finesse as well to be coming up on Viper's
Okay,
soon
nice
as this
timeout.
actually
They're honestly going to
calls
talk about
a
A heaven
timeout. The
because
operators
and they
here
have
still
to.
might be able
And
to
then
go
now
a
this
little
gives
hard
NRG a
because
chance
this
to
leads
do
to
something else.
Blade
Maybe
Storm
they
next
can
round.
start doing
Obviously, Loud
fast hits
wants
over
this,
towards
but
B.
they have
The
some
problem
answers
is
to
for
if anything
Loud
goes wrong with the
is
weaponry.
they're going to try to find a solution for A Heaven.
They have not been able to.
But the good thing is for NRG is like their comp is so good at everything. That's what I love about the double dive, like double jawless comps, just because you have so many more options. On the defense, you have to think of so many more things that can actually happen. So even though they feel like they have to plug the hole over towards A Heaven, just straight up a B hit is a possible thing in terms of everyone over towards B main. So it's a bit of a nightmare to play against.
Finding a first kill quick on Artis and trying to get their hand in the mix quicker. Jeez. What a start to this game, though.
So yeah, there's a lot of talk, but I'm pretty confident Loud will be looking into trying to do something over towards A Heaven.
Trying to figure out what we could do with the operator as well. You've mentioned Finesse so far, having all the time in the world to really call out the right sites to hit, getting the right opportunities to get these plants at least, getting some of them successful. But where you don't give him room to breathe, if you're able to activate Aspas now, getting aggressive.
Sending home banners in a league game, honestly, I love that. Sadak gets the judge out. That's one way to shut something down. Is he actually going over towards Heaven? He is. Dude, is he just me? Is literally his solution to everything just buy a judge? Because I'm telling you, it's such a good solution. It's gonna work. Boss, you've moved backwards with the judge. I tell you what though, Victor did great though to have this pathing as soon as he heard the one shot to just hug the wall.
Aspas gets picked off by Victor. We're still trying to fight back towards the A ramp though. There's still Kawadzine and less.
That's not my fault. He needed to move forwards instead of backwards.
Meanwhile, though,
he was too passive with it. Victor did great to hug the back wall.
Now comes down. A fake flash, beautifully done. As Les picks up the kill onto the in-game leader of NRG. Plant finally comes down, and that gave a lot of time for the rotate for Loud to happen. 3 players now all grouped up.
Man, respect to NRG. After the pause, they know that they're going to try and plug the hole over towards A Heaven, and they still go fast A Heaven. That's kind of sick. It's almost disrespectful.
And with that, you see the rest of the players of Loud deciding to pull back, doing the El Clasico once again, but this time coined by Leviathan.
As this round ends, 5 and 5 on 5v4 conversions here. This one started off Victor blast packing up ramp.
Either that or they're just giving it, Bacan. It was a different version.
First, right? So they're expecting.
It was a different version. It wasn't Jet anymore.
Victor identifies 1 kill and that there's a second player there. Everything is working out. Right into the site. Victor's still helping through the smoke.
That's an unlucky kill from Aspas there,
Incredible
really.
stuff right now. NRG dominating the gun rounds, dominating their post plan, successful on every
and
one
now
of
they're
them
going to
so
start
far
doing it
here
over
against
towards
Loud.
B when they've
The
caused such
retakes
pressure over
just
towards
have
A
not
Heaven.
been there. Loud
Oh
once
boy,
again on a lower
I
buy.
love everything about
See if
this. We get
NRG
3
plays
rifles
one
into
slow
this one.
enough to stave off.
Low bites, making sure that everyone from Loud can
There's
buy
the
next
pick
round.
coming out from
No
last.
pressure over
So they
towards A Heaven
instantly try
other
to
than the
control
smoke,
mid.
so this is a
Not
big
an
question
area
mark
that
still
NRG's
because it
really
blocks the
even
vision
wanted
here and
throughout
here.
the game.
And then we're just going to bust on that Astra. There's the Astra dead, and yeah, the calling's outrageous, man. I really like this comp as well. It's not as much util for FNS to play with, but it's like the option of being able to do this and this is just unreal. Also, they haven't really done just this. It's been a lot of A Heaven control.
So you still have a player watching that
again, love this. This right here is like a common game plan for a lot of people against Astros. What they're doing, just straight up, just try and duel over here. We used to do this a lot, especially when you have like a Viper. You can cut this off, and the Viper's just going to be jump spotting. You can just have an op on attack. So yeah, I like this. It's really strong half at the moment. Loud can do this back to them for sure.
For NRG to kick off split.
They haven't even really been middle much.
Every single player in NRG is just like a stick of dynamite right now, flying in, hitting their shots, catching Loud off guard.
Yeah, this feels like an absolute nightmare
being
for
so
Loud.
explosive. It seems like Loud was ready for an NRG game.
Looks like they're going into this one. I do like this. They get that up over towards Aspas. He's probably just going to take a duel. Might be a fake smoke, and then he takes the angle, or is he going to play passive? Okay, passive.
Right back to this full buy with the operator in the hands of Aspas, and he's in a very dangerous position, but this is where he's going to have to put himself if he wants to start getting that first kill on NRG. has a double duelist right around the corner that can explode again.
Dog over towards middle.
No flash on his support.
Ooh,
It's just gonna be a
big
walk
miss.
across. Showstopper out.
Miss.
Aspas makes it away though.
How is he alive?
Back out with the op. Coin to be able to re-peek whenever he wants, but Artis comes
The
around the back.
overwhelm is crazy
Headshot as he
strong. That
falls,
looked
but
like a
there's another
nightmare to
player
play
that made it
against.
through, sneaking behind enemy lines.
It's a very good swing from Artis as well, just straight up wide.
But it gets traded out once again.
Damn, he
Artis
hit those shots.
this time around. 3 kills into the round, leaving Kawadzine in less. The last 2 players standing. Nice little flash out by Kawadzine, but you still have the fundamentals for Loud. Back to a 2 versus 1, but the pit is still up. Les has to walk inside of this if he wants to try to clutch it. But it might be a different story. That op is also in sight, left by the new boxes. He's just gonna decide to stay by the ropes.
Yeah.
Also decide to
his
save his
timing.
weapon, to swing out.
Holy.
Som doesn't allow him to save it
done.
all, and NRG continues to look very clean into this game. Look at this.
They look very dominant.
Not
This
even
looks like an
6 on
absolute
6 on
nightmare.
post plants now, converting every 5 versus 4. Maybe it's just another one of those storylines once again. Yes, maybe we have the Thrifties that's plaguing
Yeah.
NRG, but Loud, another slow start.
And rounds 3 and 6 were the rounds that Loud won. That means NRG has reset Loud twice when they want to go for a full buy. Then they're
Scoured
just
him.
left out with nothing for the
Then
next
put him on
round.
Killjoy.
NRG starts to run away with 2, 3, now
Let's just talk
4
about me.
as we get into round 11 here.
He's always been around.
So they tempt ramp. Wow. Loud's ready to throw all of this utility in. And they're happy to receive it. That could have just been a guiding light on Finesse, which is why they play slow, right? So they're trying to make Loud think that this might just be a solo lurk here. Spike's still down, and we're back to that second round strat that NRG continued to run.
Flash over the top
Helps them
is
get into a
nice.
flow state for the round for sure, and then we see Victor and Artis just pop onto the site. Do they play
Yeah.
contact this time?
Almost even a fake.
Very
instant
different.
Contact. A walk up from Kawadzine.
Mate, the
So
mix-up
And
is
Artis picks him off
crazy.
the first blood once again for NRG.
How are you meant to expect
Meanwhile,
all of
though,
this?
both players are still moving inside the A site. Look at how
They
we're
would
still
love
moving
a
around the
smoke
map,
here,
for
though.
NRG.
Some.
No rotates
Okay.
coming as of yet for Loud either. It comes down to Aspas and trying to anchor towards screens.
Wow.
Up drop coming out from Artis, trying to land that shot midair.
I have the spike.
We do have to fall back from Aspas. Spike
And they
now
decide
picked
to
up,
put
and
a
the
luck
rest of
into this
NRG
one
now
as well,
joins
something that
into
they
the
haven't
push.
really done too much. It's very
Onto
nice.
the A site.
Oh,
Victor satcheling in, making sure that nobody's able to push out towards the windows. Nice little
They
smoke
look
coming
really
out too.
good.
And another clean plant.
yeah, such a good plan, especially with the way that NRG's exiting towards the ramp area. Having a few members there, really easy to shoot from that position as you retake from the offending side.
Someone
Or
can play
attacking
this
side, I should
super
say.
late as
Great
well, because he
molly.
has an Astra star.
Both now pushing
They
out
can,
from the screens.
you
Aspas
can
connects
put that
onto
on Spike.
Artis. Pushing out towards the elbow, upgrading onto weapons, but these players are so low at the bottom of elbow. That's Aspas and Sadak trying to move forward. Sadak is the first to fall.
Aspas still 3
And
HP.
look, the clock's still ticking down. We
Some-
still haven't made it
damn,
inside
they
the
still
second
expected
round.
some.
There's only one left. It's Victor. Looking
Damn, that's impressive. Who's this in heaven that got this kill? That was impressive from Les to still expect this. I don't know if there was some kind of sound cue, but
as they're trying to stop the bleeding as early as possible, and it takes
that was like
now
one of the
round
latest lucks I've ever had. I'm very surprised they
as you
fought
said,
at
Loud's
this.
first retake
round
of the
in the
map,
half.
and that's really weird to say. You almost have to double check yourself when you say it. You're like, really? Yep, actually it is. There's the defuse. Wow. Incredible stuff.
He made nice.
And I
Okay.
think Loud is
Yeah, 'cause
one
otherwise
of the
it's like-
teams, maybe the #1 team. With
Otherwise,
the
Les
highest
is like the
post-plant
smartest player in the
success
world.
Remaining.
here. So, not sure if they're going to be able to use that once they get to the other side. But right now, the retake success is on the low number. 8 to 3.
Okay, can
possibly
they get
9-3
4?
here.
Sadak is one
Looked like
away
a
from his
blessing as
ult
well
if they
for
want to
NRG
push
with the
B
speed they're
main.
doing it.
Stuff like
Straight
that.
to mid.
Artist
One of the first
disrespects.
times they go
Damn,
fast
look
on
at
and
this.
Victor with the spam
Even
as
that
Artist
overwhelm over
becomes
towards
just
middle
a
is too
fly on
good.
the wall. They still go. These last few rounds to switch it up have been completely different. A
Flash just
contact
goes into
A,
over
one of the
towards A,
first or second rounds
so they
run
can
through
heavy
Mailroom.
rotate.
What a clean first half
But
here
yeah,
from
what a
NRG.
nightmare.
Still,
Sadak
the retake
got
to happen,
his
a lot of
ult.
ults to be used from Loud.
So he got the orb for the ult, so maybe that can help him in this. It's like the only
Plan about to come down, and
little...
Seekers are coming out early.
Okay, it's on. It's
Dual
very much on.
loss here by
Keep an eye on
Crashes as Aspas is trying to
FNS,
clear
see
back
how
the
late
space,
he...
dashing away, and Finesse
heard him.
also made it away. Now Seekers with a showstopper trying to get onto the pillar. A flash to allow a peek to come out towards spawn. But Loud still haven't initiated yet. Som winning at the B main, coming head to head against Sadak and Aspas. He loses the first fight here, but it's up to Victor once again. Showstopper out. Finesse lurking up towards the garage. Showstopper misses, but it's back to 1v1.
Damn, confidence from FNS to not even want to play time here and just peek. Respect.
9-3 on the first half of split.
Dude, how did Victor get 2 on site here? Did they really not expect him default?
The calls were great. They have a 9-3 lead over Loud.
It's a strong half, 9 on the attack. Obviously, they can do it back. But yeah, this was it just looked a nightmare to play against, to be honest. The mix-ups were crazy. Initial game plan over towards A heaven, then after the pause they hit A heaven again, then back over towards double, 2 rounds overwhelming B. Then last round they go heavy over towards middle, fast as well. It's just, yeah, it's a bit of a masterclass again. Looked like a nightmare if you were trying to call and work out where the hell they're going next round. Even had a lurk round into A where they just walked in, just straight up contact.
Just giving the duelists good starts. Aspas is a perfect example of a player that when you give him a start that's basically explosive, you give him that 10-1 start, 10-2, and you kind of just let him get the kills and you kind of let him run you down without disrupting. It just snowballs for them, and they're able to just dominate through that because other players feed off of that. If my duelist is hitting every shot, I'm gonna hit every shot, you know? So it's one of those things where I think if we're able to stop the duelists, which is a huge problem for us today, if we're able to make that slow shift in disrupting correctly, it'll make it a lot harder for them to win.
So there's a great quote from Saucy when he was on Loud that came from an Esports GG interview with Blake. Saucy said, Aspas is just a simple guy that wants to headshot people. He'll pick and choose Jet, and then me and Sadak try to make everything comfortable for him. That's exactly what continues to happen. Get that op in Aspas's hands, let him try to get the first kill, but facilitate him or supplement him with as much utility as you can.
Yeah, but the issue is right now is, yes, you're trying to activate Aspas, but he's currently at 6 and 8.
He is.
And that's exactly what Finesse was just talking about too. How can we shut down these star duelists coming out from Loud? And they've done it great so far. You've seen some duels
snowball, like imagine a snowball going downhill. It just gets bigger and bigger and it goes faster and faster.
They've also done a great job avoiding
picks up all the snow, it goes faster.
These sight hits from NRG. But now they take the defensive half. Loud also has an opportunity to answer back because now they have double duelists on the attack too.
And there is a lot of that double duelist action coming in. It feels like Finesse said, hey, there's no way they stop this every time. We can source the information as we fly into sight, and they did it multiple times. Only going mid.
I'm more confused by Loud pick split. I mean, it's just purely on the lock-in scoreline, right? They absolutely banged them out at lock-in.
Starting the same and ending the same.
You can't really blame them for it.
Really tough stuff, but now it's Loud's turn to get this one. They have the frenzies out. We see them on both sides. Almost
DRX lost the secret, yeah. If you want to check out that game, seeming as you're interested in it, I've got uploaded it today. No, uploaded it yesterday on my VODs channel. If you want to check it out. Thanks for the setup. Okay, big pistol round. Loud need it. Oh boy, that's not a great start though.
Nice snake bite on the ground.
Thank you, Dominic.
Any type of aggression coming out and follow behind that initial push coming out from Sadak.
Victor just get another kill through smoke? Gosh, kind of wild how much he does that. The things come out. They saw him up there.
Exactly. He's already pinged out. Trying to make sure that they cover the grounds too.
Into B.
But Som is also there for the support. Yes, there's a trade-off there. He's holding in the back, avoiding the gravity.
Just has to get one.
Head soon against Aspas.
Not asking for too much, just one.
Is it just spotted his opponent crossover towards the pillar?
They have to get it.
Les meanwhile does get the pick onto Artist. There's a big flank coming in from
there we go, got your one.
Delayed enough to allow Crashies to get the
should be so fine now. Spike down, shouldn't be expecting B main. Oh god.
Oh
god. The timing was crazy bad. Why do I speak? That chat, you can't blame that one on me. That was timing. Okay, we got a game on. We got a game on our hands. I'm in for it. This is what we wanted.
Incredibly big round for Loud. They need to start off strong. They need to carry through.
It's gonna be hard to get. It's gonna be hard to get this many though.
The way that NRG was stealing back just one round wins from Loud to reset the money, they cannot afford to have this give and take. It's NRG winning by the time.
The hard cast. Man, he just decided to walk back on site. I thought he was still going to look heaven.
Bigger money. Is that Ospas up as we come into the next round, maybe? And
in terms of this one, this can be a rifle into next round, and we are keeping it relatively simple. Just one rifle, 3 Spectres.
I wouldn't put it
Star.
They have an opportunity to do that, right? If you do want to not create
Good
that
morning.
space and have
Good
Aspas
morning,
follow
Keeper.
up.
What the hell? Actually, maybe it
Trying
is
to
morning
attack
for
from
you.
long range.
Wait, it must be afternoon there. It can't be morning. Hello, Keeper.
It looks like they actually might walk right into the majority. Nice util use. They actually find finesse. And this just looks like it's going to be a V drop in again. Once more water falling into the site.
Well, let's see if FNS can kill one somehow. Victor has a nade still, but...
Finesse still trying to get a timing.
Was he?
Okay.
Did they...
Another kill through the smoke.
Oh, God.
Courtesy of Victor and Finesse walking in. Oh, but they both pull out of the
No, man. That's so unlucky. How's he still alive? How's he still alive?
And somehow this comes back in favor of the defenders. Aspas on a 2 versus 1.
Holy hell. What the hell was that? How did FNS manage to go all the way around and not be detected here by anyone? He's played a masterclass on his own. And then it all got a little bit weird. And he distracted for everyone to come in and bail him out. But his play to actually make the weirdness happen was kind of impressive.
The game against him almost brought me to tears. It's it's different here with the pressure of the league, but
and then we just, man, I'm just cursing everyone. We just straight up
pressure right now. That's wild.
Have a full buy against the low buy.
Round loss. No operator out for Loud. It's a Vandal instead.
Loud trying to do back to what NRG did to them.
Evenly here, trying to get pressure up towards the ARAM. Victor's dancing around, fully blinded still.
Ah, man, that's how you shut it down, it looks like.
Support from Crashies.
Just wild.
Continuing to be the dynamic duo up towards the A site.
Jesus.
And this mixed
They're
buy
dominating
is fully denied. Only that Vandal, the hero rifle comes out. Only for 1 kill. And NRG are so
Now they go into a big buy rounds, and Victor has his ult.
Close to a very strong victory on his first map of Split.
And they're
kind of
overbought.
doing a deja vu of what Loud did to NRG in the 13-3. That's 11-4 is a little different, but now that comfort pick has come back onto the side of NRG, we heard Finesse talking about it on the desk last week. They had roll fiasco a little bit. That switch after the Cloud9 game shored everything up.
You're not wrong.
Looks like they may be able to
I mean, he
take
has
Cloud
been
right here.
He has been going kind of outrageously.
So Loud actually separating themselves into the exact
24.
same scenario we saw NRG
I
play
can't
on the
remember.
attack side.
I mean, he's
NRG
been
still
popping,
focusing more of
but
the
I can't
members on
remember
this defensive
24
side of
kills
being.
happening. It's
Victor
kind
with
of
Showstopper
insane.
has had such an incredible game. His past series have been incredible, and he just keeps going.
Just consistently getting multi-kills.
This time around, Kawadzine does get the spray through the toxic screen and drops Crashies.
Back through sewers.
This is kind of nice from Ardis, though. Gets a lot of info here.
I don't think Loud
At least holds on to B main, and he can just carry on holding this the whole time if he wants. It's a bit of a nightmare for NRG because the person who gets info is dead, so they just gotta kind of gamble a little bit. But yeah, if Ardis holds on to this map control, he can win, so that's why he's just going to try and draw this out. Two's playing really well, though. They get full info.
NRG wants to give up the B side as well because they can retake the site with the showstopper.
They're not safe to plant.
So controlling Garage is huge. Pressuring back towards Garage is going to be important for Loud as well to try to shut down Ardis. There's that swing back across.
Damn, Ardis has done well. And he's going to luck over towards the middle, and the pressures in B main. That's a huge shot as well. Can they... Oh, nice. He heard him ball in the middle as well, I think.
As it's once again less.
Did he hear him ball in the
Turn
middle?
around over the advantage of the attack. With the low HP, with Ardis at 3, puts Kawadzine down at 15. Both of them pulling back on a post-plan advantage for Loud. And not being able to capitalize on any kills so far on that flank. It means here that the last 2 players...
Okay, just holding on to this one.
The 2 duelists that we just talked about before.
That would probably be fun for Victor to try to do some damage, but
That must be so,
They're so far ahead.
stressful for Loud in sight. We have this looming presence from NRG, but they handled it really well. Everybody making sure, since they didn't have that
This is a
garage
nice round for
control
Loud,
just
though.
yet,
They'll
with Tui's
definitely
going down, that
take
they were
this.
focusing that.
3,000
They were
for
behind Nubox,
everyone.
hiding, and still someone in sight. So it looked super sketchy, and it
Oh.
was. Okay.
That's sketchy too.
Yeah. I
Okay,
think
Chad, that
drop
actually,
maybe,
you
and
actually
then
can
go
type
down,
the
but
question marks all you want
it
there.
just
What's going on?
really well played there by
What's
Loud
going on
in
there?
the tightest of moments. That looked like they could have just been squashed out by every member of NRG coming in. That's what we need to see from them. Less now with the pit. If they can get themselves quickly to sight, they get that down and they can control quite a bit more here. So it actually looks like they won't be going for that op on attack. They want these guns. They want to be able to get straight in, not just have it be a Sadak. Aspas needs to be on the front line too.
It's a nice
and he's not
timeout.
going to be no scoping everybody. It happens sometimes. We have the 5K marshals.
Exactly.
No scoping, but
Maybe it doesn't shoot as fast
they're
with the
playing it
operators.
safe. Bring back the chamber for him. He'd still play Jet, honestly. Timeout here for NRG. Chet getting time to talk, but also this gives Fraud time to chat with the team, and I'm sure he's very glad about that right now.
Yeah.
In these next few rounds, and even to figure out what is troubling the team in this half. You know, you're never just thinking about the next game until it is the next game.
They have
But
pretty good
here
money
is
as well.
Sourcing out what are the issues. Is it just fundamental peaking? Is it getting into the site and getting ready for post plant? NRG seems to be able to dismantle everything that Loud is currently bringing to the table.
What are they coming up with?
And Fraud's always been very good at taking advantage of
Okay.
these timeouts.
Glass
rather.
cannon op.
Remember last time on this map on Split when he had
Next
to play
round he
against
gets
100
his
Thieves,
knives no matter
important
what.
timeout allowed for them to win
Where's the
that
op
matchup
going?
against
Where do they want to
said
punish?
100 Thieves in
Over towards
overtime.
middle.
This time around, though, it's a
Honestly,
steep
considering
uphill
the
battle
money,
that
they
have to
might
take
not
coming out of this
expect it.
timeout.
He literally had 4-8.
Trying to
They
keep their
should
perfect
expect it,
record
but at the
going
same
into
time,
the VCT Americas so far. And we have the operator out from this timeout. Not in the hands of Aspas, it's onto Artist. The glass cannon moving down towards mid. A flash, but he's not
okay,
activating his
definitely with
dash
that
yet.
now, they're going to expect it.
Aggressive, confident. The jump out now activates the dash, and that Sadak is going to be like, okay, I'm going to wait a bit. I'm going to wait a bit on that one.
Okay, well now
Different
they
setup by
definitely know.
NRG here, as they only leave Finesse towards the right side of the map. Feeling that love Loud's been putting towards
What
mid
the
and
hell?
mail room.
Little jump spot from
Put
FNS gets
all
punished.
numbers in. A quick clear. I don't think that's... Yeah, it actually saw Tui's. Tui's has been here for the majority of the time, so whether that gives confident information to NRG or not...
Could
is
be a
up to
nice
them.
nade.
And here's the push in. Aspas all the way through. They're going to expect this.
Oh,
Oh, he saw close. He saw the barrel.
Shorty close, some can connect. Back into the Vandal, pushing Aspas away.
he
Still
handled that
survives,
pretty well.
looking for the heal here from Crashies. But the satchel was close. But the pain shells still landing behind him. Back towards the screens.
Victor has
Victor
really
looking for
good
a time to
timing
move
at the
back
moment.
towards the lower ramp, and this allows for this backstab to happen thanks to the spray from
Ah,
Crashies.
he's unbelievable today.
Let up the two and a spike.
Wild.
Spike down A.
All this focus because you have artists pushing around. It's not a fake. Keep going forward. Victor could just focus on his
Crashies at
targets.
spawn
Now they
did
look
great
for
as
Crashies.
well.
13
And I
seconds
think it
left.
was Som as well,
Aspas
just making
looking
lots
for
of
that
sound.
1 versus 1 inside
10
screens.
seconds left.
Now as the spike is moving inside sight, Artist is trying to get the timing.
Nade
there.
is
Delays
decent.
off the pain shells, but it's
Just a
too
little
far
bit too
behind.
far. Artist plays next, gets
Artist
the kill.
manages
Good
to
luck
win
on
the
site,
fight.
1v3
Looking
until
two
1v2.
versus one. And Artist picks up the Vandal for the kill.
Very nicely done,
Picks
wow.
up the op at
12?
the end, too.
12
Make sure
to
to
5.
get that in. The defuse comes
It's
through.
7
Crashies one away
chances.
from alt after this blade storm for Artist. Things are looking great for NRG here on a 12-5 first map versus undefeated Loud. Like I said, NRG has just been on a tear since the switch, since that Cloud9 play.
30 seconds left.
Running through Crew, 100 Thieves, Furia, and now
planted.
possibly the top of the list. After EG's game, when I interviewed Ethan, I said, hey, there's games going on that are
Okay.
coming up. You have
7.
NRG, MIBR. You're going to beat both of them, but who would you rather
7
face?
chances,
He's like, NRG.
last little
Why?
timeout.
Because they're the best right now. Even with an undefeated team in the league, people are saying NRG is the one.
Even at a team that started like what 1-3 or something into the Americas.
Yeah, 1 in 3 start.
Still considered to be the #1 team in the Americas. And of course, we mentioned it before, we have a packed arena right here in the Riot Games Arena, thinking the same thing. Fans thinking also that NRG are at the top of the charts here for VCT's Americas. But now, time is pressing for Fraud. Another timeout being called out. Let's see if he can work the magic.
Why do you think Loud aren't very good at split? Honestly, they are good at split. It's just been that attack half is too strong.
NRG's upside down, chat.
Like we gotta give props to NRG on this one, like for sure. It was impressive.
It has been quiet though, even though you have a 12-5 lead for NRG here, because you know it is still a team like Loud that could always fight back against the wall.
Super low buy for this one.
There's Blade Storms available.
Yeah, a few more things to think about on how they can use that Blade Storm. How they can finally get this pit from less, right? That gets into the site and gets used. A lot of the times they've got in and it looks like a secure.
Let me read that in a sec.
Gonna be
Okay,
solid,
7 chances.
and they lose it. So I think obviously you use it here. No
Damn, surely.
Pushes through the smoke.
No trade on this one as well, because he had the knives and didn't want to completely spam with the knives, because kind of want to get some kills with that, so they stick around. Damn, nicely played.
The defenders to pull back, continuing
They're
their
all
player
over them.
advantage. Blade Storm not connecting onto a kill here for Aspas. As Loud has to rethink the round back into a mid control.
Still, they're in like a default defensive setup formation, right back to positioning after taking down less. No over-rotating, positions covered everywhere. How does Loud get through this, right? Both sides, Finesse has done a wonderful job here, as well as Chat and the team, just to organize the destruction of Loud on split.
The thing is that we've used a little bit of utility towards mid for NRG, but not too much coming in from the B side. So Loud still doesn't know how many players are stacked.
3 people on site.
So for the defensive side, you do have a little bit of breathing room, knowing that you have teammates to support here on Crossfires.
30 seconds.
And there's that initiation. There's that first kill coming out from NRG. Even the Crossfires and the trades are
Damn,
perfect.
look at them.
Leaving out Tui's last player standing.
Look at them. Absolute unit.
And the Blade Storm comes out. He's stunned by the Trailblazer.
Oh my
pushed in.
goodness.
Here's a reload.
Respect. What a really nice performance. Really nice map from them. Not messing around on this one.
5 victory over Loud.